Hey everyone. Thank you for hopping on tonight. I am so excited to have every single one of you here. And it's a pleasure to get to talk to you tonight, other than through social media. But I'm going to try to make this brief and quick and to the point. I know that we could be doing a million and one things right now, but you chose to take time out for yourself this evening and to do something for you. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here right now with me, and hopefully I can add a little value into your night before you go to bed. So quickly, I want to introduce myself to you. I am Heather Ann Pettit, and I am currently a diamond coach within Team Beachbody. And I am part of a team that is a part of one of the largest teams within the organization. So I am surrounded by constant positivity, ideas, and ways of just stepping up and helping to inspire others on their journey towards living a healthier, fulfilling life. So to take it back a little bit about me, I don't have some big transformation story. I never had to lose, over 100 pounds or anything. I've always been pretty fit, pretty active. And I grew up in a good, healthy home. My parents always cooked meals, and I was always very active as a kid. And I danced from age 4 till sophomore year of college. I was a cheerleader in high school. And I always was very into fitness. And that love of fitness probably came about early high school, end of middle school, beginning of high school. And I started forming a habit early on with early morning workouts with my mom. And we would actually get up early, like at 5 a.m., head to the local rec center, get our workouts in together, and then head back home, get ready for the day. I would go off to school. My mom would go and do her job. But it was a nice bonding time for us as well. But also, it just put me in the right mindset for the day. And early on, I just realized that fitness was an amazing action that you could do for yourself, for your mind, for your body. It just makes you feel better, makes your day that much better. And unfortunately, now looking back on my situation from those high school years, I really approached fitness in an unhealthy way. And I would say that I was classified as an exercise anorexic, and something I can't believe I'm saying, because, that's far from what I am today. But I was young and naive, and I wasn't educated. I love the rush of endorphins I got from a good workout. I love sweating it out at the gym. I would actually get to the point where I would end up having 2-hour-long workouts at the gym by myself, going from cardio machine to cardio machine, not really lifting weights, but I was more of a, loved the cardio. And I would pile on clothes and layers to the point where I was just sweating within the first 10 minutes of a workout. And by the time I would head home, it looked like I had jumped in the pool and not dried off. I was just soaked to the bone with sweat. So I was not healthy. I wasn't at a good weight. I didn't have a very good grasp on my nutrition. I basically ate like a bird, quote unquote. My lunches I would take to school were chopped up veggies and maybe a bag of dried cereal, and that was it. And I would just munch on that, slowly over the course of lunch, not really snack, not drink enough water. And, I was so particular in not eating when I didn't have to eat. So, I wasn't very healthy in the head at that time. And it stinks because, I was in a world of perfection and, living the dancer life and having that perfect body and having to have the strength and perfect body for cheerleading. And I was one of the girls that fell in the trap of perfection. And I was trying to be perfect when it just wasn't me. And my body, wasn't meant to be that way. It was meant to be strong and muscular and petite. I'm only 5'2". So, it wasn't good. So, proceed forward into college years. I continued with my fitness routine as best as I could. And then after graduation and I got in the working world, I was a full-time graphic designer. I went to school for graphic design. I was told I was always good at art. So that's what I pursued because that's where I knew the money was. And I quickly fell back into my old ways of early morning workouts when I began working again and getting my workout in before I headed to the office. And I started to really educate myself more and put myself in situations where I was surrounded by like-minded people and people that worked out for the right reasons and motivated you and inspired you for the right reasons. And I fell in love with the fitness class scene and craved my fitness classes, whether it was turbo kick or strength training or dancing. I love the class atmosphere. I don't know if it was because I missed that from dancing, but it motivated me. It pushed me. No matter what time of day it was, I took a class. I was always high energy. So it worked for me. And, then I started to move around a lot after college, from different areas of Cleveland. I currently live in the northeastern suburb of Cleveland. And so I've lived in this area my whole life. So I moved around. And fast forward even more, I met my husband. We were then saving for a wedding. So we had to cut corners on some things. And I agreed to let go of my gym membership because at that time, I wasn't really getting anything out of the gym I was a part of. And I knew that I could get a good workout, elsewise, but I had to figure out what that was. So I came across an advertisement for Focus T25. And what caught my eye was it was only a 5-day workout for 25 minutes each day, and that was it. And they gave you a full nutrition plan. And I dove in head first. I committed to that program for 60 days. And I ended up achieving the greatest results I have ever gotten since. I had never gotten results from just going to the gym and doing machines, just taking fitness classes. I had abs I never seen. I had muscles in my arms I never had. I was sold, and I was blown away by the results that I wanted to do it again and again. And that was the start of my love of Beachbody. I immediately became in love with the home fitness revolution. And for me to be able to get up in the morning, throw some clothes on, and go into my living room and just knock out a quick workout, that my time was so valuable. And if I could sleep in any longer than, to just get by and still be able to get my workout in, I was sold. So I actually became a coach in the beginning strictly for the discount. I'll be talking about this, but there's different levels of being a coach within Team Beachbody, but that's how I started. It was strictly for the discount. I love the programs, and I knew I wanted more programs to keep my momentum going, to keep my interest peaked, and to continue reaching new goals in my results. And I also wanted a discount on Shakeology. So that's why I invested into it. And I kind of just had it be that. And it wasn't until I had my daughter a little over a year ago now. I was on maternity leave. And it was when the coaching opportunity really came to life. It was when I started sharing my story of gaining my body back after having my first child. And I just shared my story through social media. And people started coming out of the woodwork saying, what are you doing? How are you doing it? Can I join you? What programs are you doing? And because of that, small step, just sharing my story like that, people started to be inspired by me and they wanted to join me on my journey. And I just started to gain momentum from there. So the rest is history. Here I am now, a little over a year now. I am considered a full-time coach. I did leave my full-time job as a graphic designer this past July, and I couldn't be more happy. This was something I never intended to be like it is. I think, I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe that the Lord always knew what was in my heart. He knew that someday when I did have kids, I would want to be home with them and not miss out on those special moments and years, but since it goes by so quickly. And he knew in my heart that fitness was my passion. It was it was always on my brain. When I was at work, fitness was on my mind, thinking of the next workout or what I could do to be better tomorrow. I've always known as the healthy eater around the office. I've always known as the one that works out. It's just a part of me, and it's what people know about me. So the opportunity just came natural to me, and it gained great momentum. And so here I am now. I'm a full-time diamond coach. So let's quickly dive into exactly what it all entails. If you decide to join the team, be a part of this amazing organization, and a part of like-minded people that just have such positivity about them, and nothing negative to say. So I'm quickly going to do a screen share here. Pop this up. So what is coaching? So before we begin, I found this quote quite interesting because it really depicts what we are as coaches. So to make a difference in someone's life, you don't have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care. And that is exactly what we are. We are people that care. We are people that love to inspire. We are people that love to help. We are not out to sell by any means. And I know that you probably see a lot of Beachbody coaches through social media today. And there are some coaches that don't approach this opportunity the right way or what it was meant to be. So in the nutshell, this is who we are. We're just people that inspire, want to be inspired ourselves, want to grow ourselves while also helping other people grow as well. So in Beachbody, our mission statement is as follows: help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. Simple as that. That's all it is. That is basically reaching out to someone that is looking for a change, that is sick and tired of being sick and tired, and just be a friend to them. Just talk to them, see what their struggles are, what their goals are, and see if you know something, have something that can help them. Whether it's a Beachbody product or not, you are just their go-to person to help them achieve their healthy and fulfilling life. So who is Beachbody? Well, we are the creators of the top-selling at-home fitness workouts. So typically when you're in conversation with someone, and I know me personally, when I say, well, I'm a Beachbody coach, and they're like, well, what's that? And I says, well, have you ever heard of, the programs P90X, Insanity, Turbo Fire, 21-Day Fixes, one of the most current ones? Like, oh yeah, I have. It clicks. So to know that we have the top programs that typically everyone has heard of, or maybe even has a program on their shelf gaining dust by the day. We're pretty well known. We're featured in the media all the time. We're typically on those late night, early morning infomercials, and we're very well known and used by celebrities. And some of the current celebrities that have used the programs are Missy Elliott and Eminem. And we are also the creators of the best meal replacement shake on the market, Shakeology. We are what create a disruption in the market. Shakeology is the leader in this, and so many companies try to compete and create product to compete with it. And really, for what is in every single bag of Shakeology, physically you can't eat in a day. Physically, you probably can't even eat in a week or a month. It is a combination of superior superfoods, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, pre and probiotics, and so much more. It is your daily dose of dense nutrition, and it has changed and revolutionized my life and also so many others. And it isn't your typical, it's not a protein shake. It is a meal replacement shake. But for me personally, what it has done for me, I've been taking it now religiously probably for the past almost 3 years. And chocolate is the bomb, if you ask me. And I can make it a pretty good, some recipes with it in terms of adding some peanut butter and banana to it. But for me personally, it has given me incredible energy every day, especially now that I'm a new mom. I need it on nights that I probably don't get enough sleep. It keeps me regular. I know that may be too much information, but for me, less bloat and feeling a little bit lighter is always a good thing. It helped me lose the baby weight and also helped me maintain it and keep it in check. And for me personally, it curbs my sweet tooth immensely. I used to be the type of person that had to have something sweet every night after dinner, and sometimes I probably went overboard with it. But since incorporating it at least once a day, every day, I probably have something sweet maybe twice a week, if that. Sometimes I go weeks without and realize I haven't had anything sweet lately. So that is the biggest thing for me for Shakeology. And but other than that, I know that I'm feeding my body with superior nutrition. And with any healthy diet, with any routine that you begin or are continuing on, you need a great base, a foundation. You need a good foundation of nutrition. And that's what Shakeology is. It breaks everything down. It feeds your cells at the micro level and replenishes all those nutrients that you're lacking, those nutrients that are probably making you sleepy, um, you know, hungry all the time, groggy, can't think straight. All of that stuff is because typically you're nutrient deficient. So that's where Shakeology comes into play. We promote fitness and healthy living to inspire others to begin their journey and or stay on track while keeping yourself accountable. That's the cool thing. Like, this is a win-win for both parties here. You know, you continually work out, improve yourself, and get better every single day. But by doing that, you're also inspiring someone else to do the same. And you know, you're here on this webinar tonight because maybe you already have a passion for fitness. But you know, you feel like maybe you could get involved in the industry somehow, but you don't know how. Maybe you have a degree within the field, maybe you don't. But Beachbody coaching is for anyone. For someone that is just beginning their journey to someone that's been on it for a long time and loves everything about it. There is a niche for everyone within this opportunity. If you are currently working a full-time job and you're looking for a way out maybe in the future, and you kind of want to work into the fitness industry in a way, Beachbody coaching helps you find balance with that. And so much more of your time can be dedicated to your family and friends, your workouts. I mean, your workouts are part of your job as a coach. You get more time, earn money to travel, and just time to relax. You know, there is earning potential with this opportunity, and it's all a matter of what you put into it is what you will get out of it. But, you know, if you're looking to maybe sock some money away for a vacation later this year or to pay some bills off, you know, the holidays are around the corner here, and who wouldn't want to help pay off some of those credit card bills? So there are some perks to it. You get to meet amazing people, and you're also building your confidence at the same time. And you basically get paid to get fit and reach out to others to help them do the same. So, you know, your workouts just became a whole lot better. You know, you're not just working out for you anymore. You're working out for maybe some freedom financially, and, you know, being able to support your family. So there are some perks to it. And like I said before, we do not focus on sales by any means. You just work out, believe in the products, and you share your story and hopefully inspire someone else to do the same. You know, people think of us sometimes as being a pyramid scheme, and we're not. You know, if we were, I would not be doing this. I don't even think the company would still be running if it was. And, you know, people like to say we're a multi-level marketing company, but in my opinion, I kind of think we're like a multi-level helping company, because that's all we're doing is helping others succeed in some aspect of their life to live a better life. And we're never out to, you know, reach monthly goals. We don't have to reach monthly goals. We don't have to put in a lot of money to do this. We don't have to stock product. It isn't, you know, like a rat race at the end of the month where you have deadlines to reach. This opportunity is run on your schedule, your time, your hours, whatever you see fit. You know, if you see this as just a hobby, if you see this as just a cool discount option, if you see this as a full-time working career, it all depends on what you see in it. You know, what is your why? Why does this interest you? What do you see yourself doing? Do you have big goals for yourself? Are you a goal getter? So it's all about what you make it, but we do not focus on sales. We're all about helping, and with helping, maybe a sale come from it, but that is never our intention. You will always have help no matter what level you're at in this business. You'll be mentored and supported the entire way through by myself and by the team you would be joining. The team I am a part of is Empower You, and we're actually part of one of the largest groups within Team Beachbody, which is the Team Go-Getters. And it is a huge network of like-minded people, men and women, and we're all out on the same mission together. And so you're never at this alone. You would have incredible training to get you going off the ground. And then you build it as you wish. You know, if you decide to take on coaching, it is your business. You are the CEO of your own business and you run it as you wish. You brand it as you wish. And you create this really cool storefront of yourself to just help and inspire others live a healthier, better life. You just create your own hours and you put in as little or as much time as you would like. Just know that what you do is what you'll get out of it. The cool thing too with it is that you receive a 25% discount on all your products you purchase, and then you earn a 25% commission on all products that you would sell through your websites. And your websites are all provided through Beachbody. Like I said, a lot of people sign up for coaching initially just for the discounts. They just love the product so much, whether it be the program or Shakeology, and why not save some money? And then if someone, wants to join in on the fitness journey with you, doing the program that you're doing and getting amazing results from, then you'll receive a commission from that. So, and like to reiterate before, you don't have to stock any products or have to worry about any issues. That's all taken care of, because if you decide to join, you have a one-time sign-up fee of $39.95, which actually can be waived. And I'll talk to you about that in a moment. And then beginning the second month after your initial cost, it's just $15.95 a month. And that's to take care of all the business fees that a typical business owner would have to pay a lot of money to do, to upkeep, to keep everything in check. But that simple fee, Beachbody takes care of it takes care of it all for you, such as creating and maintaining your websites, helping support IT, customer service, help put together your customers' orders and ship it to them, takes care of returns, takes care of issues, anything like that. That simple fee once a month handles all those crazy business fees that if you were opening your own business on your own, you'd have to deal with. So none of that is on your end. So as a coach, how do you earn? Like, how can you really make this a lucrative opportunity if you want to see yourself in a bigger position within this company? So 3 ways. Retail sales commission. And like I said, that's just 25% off of anything that you ever sell off of your site. So say, for instance, someone purchases a bag of Shakeology from you. Typically, a bag is about $132, it's about $129, $132 a month. And so then you would end up receiving about $40 from that one bag. So that's pretty cool. And then there are team bonuses. If you decide to build a team, there are monthly team bonuses, and then there's quarterly bonuses. And those are achieved when you reach certain ranks as you go up within the company. And those only continue to increase the further you go up in rank. So they're good goals to create for yourself and good ways to see where you are in your business. So who makes a good coach? Well, someone who believes in the products and is willing to use them themselves, and you're leading by example to inspire others. Someone who is willing to work on themselves via personal development. That is a big thing that we really stress. And I know one thing that has changed my life completely. I never really dove into personal development before I became a coach, but that is something that we truly believe in, because we have to be right with ourselves in our head and our heart before we can really shed light on someone else. So if we're in a positive state of mind, then we can give positive vibes to someone else to let them know that they can do it, that they are worth it, that they can really change their life around for the better. So someone who is willing to share what they are doing, whether it's your fitness, whether it's nutrition, whether it's going on a family vacation and how you stayed on track, any of that stuff that is revolved around health and fitness, living a better life, something that's working for you, even beauty products. I've shared, my favorite face lotions. I've shared my favorite hairstyles. So anything that is of value to you could be of value to someone else. So someone who is not a know-it-all and tries to be perfect, but instead is real and willing to share who they truly are. No one wants the fake and phony. No one wants the buffed up tan people that don't necessarily come across as real. They want someone that's been through trials and tribulations, that have had struggles, have had accomplishments, that has dealt with real life. And life has gotten in the way, but they are proof that just getting back up after any bump in the road and continue moving forward and still achieve results, they are the people that others are looking for, that they want to work with, that when they're ready to make a change in their life, they are the person that they've been looking for to help them achieve the results the way that they did it. Because they're thinking, if they could do it, I could do it. And it's someone who does not need to have a fitness or nutrition degree, because Beachbody takes care of all of that for you. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have a fitness degree, that's awesome. And it's just another tool in your toolkit to be a great coach. But Beachbody takes care of all the science behind it, all the research behind it, all of the reasons why each program works the way it works, why each nutrition supplement works the way it works. And they always let us know all that information. So when we are talking to other people, we can share that with them. But they take care of all the back end work. So really, you just have to share such an amazing put together product or solution for someone, knowing confidently that it will work. If they follow it the way it was structured, they will achieve results. So you are the person that they want to work with. Whenever someone is wanting to make a change and they see what you're doing, they're not coming to you because they bought into the Beachbody product. They're coming to you because they bought into you. They bought into the person that you are, the person that is making change in their life and figuring out how to make it work. They want to work with you because you are the one that has shown the results. Obviously, you have done it by using these programs and products, but they are buying into the person, not the product. So keep that in mind. So now we're at the end here. So how do we begin? If you think that this is something that could work for you, if you want to know more, if this was not enough information, you want more information, whatever it is, let's connect tonight or tomorrow. Get in contact with me, shoot me a message, shoot me an email, and let's chat. I would love to set up a phone call with you and just see the possibilities and what makes sense for you and your goals. Ask me any questions that you want. If you're still on the fence about something, let me know. Be honest. No question is a dumb question, because I was in your shoes at one time too. I know how you feel. This seems like a lot. Can I really do this? Am I meant for this? But I felt the exact same way. I had no idea what it was. No one is born and grows up and says, I want to be a Beachbody coach. It's something that it's an opportunity that is priceless. And it's an opportunity that can really change your life for the better, can help you financially, can help you create a sound mind, a sound body, just create an overall incredible well-being for yourself and for those around you. So it's something that you could consider, and I would be glad to talk to you more about it. Like I mentioned earlier in the presentation, your sign-up fee can be waived. So if you decide tonight or tomorrow, hey, I want to try this. I just want to see what these products are about. I haven't really done them yet. And so before I really coach, I'd like to just try them. So the sign-up fee as a coach can actually be waived, and that is by purchasing a challenge pack. And a challenge pack is the perfect toolkit to get you started off right. And it is everything that you would need to share your experience and see the results that can be achieved. So a challenge pack is a full Beachbody program with everything such as the guides to help you get started, your eating and nutrition guide, a workout calendar to follow so you know what workout to do every single day. And it also comes with your first month supply of Shakeology. So you can have your daily dose of dense nutrition once every day for 30 days. And then you also have the support of me as your coach. I would be your personally sponsored coach, and I would connect you into my accountability group for this month so you can see how the support and accountability really can take you to the next level when it comes to reaching your fitness goals and actually completing these programs from start to finish. Because when anyone starts any program, any routine new, it can be exciting in the beginning, but then, that excitement can slowly die down as you go into it. So that is my job as a coach, is to keep you motivated, keep you inspired, keep you going on the right track. And that is the edge that we give as Beachbody coaches. There are tons of options on the market today, as we know. Anyone could do anything in terms of working out, but what makes us different is we have the support to go along with these amazing programs with industry-leading trainers in them and the nutrition to back it up. And then lastly, I and an entire team, like I said, will help you learn the ropes and be on your way and however you would like to continue. So like I said, there are 3 levels of coaching. There's the discount, there's the hobby, and there's the career. And there's always steps in between that as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this evening. I hope that I brought some value into your night and sparked some type of interest. And I want to just leave you on this note. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And go do that, because what the world needs are people who have come alive. This is a personal testimony from me. I have come alive because of this opportunity. I thought that I was stuck in a job that I would have had worked until I was retired, until my babies were grown up and out of the house, and I would have missed out on their life. And I have always had this deep down passion for fitness and healthy living, and just never knew that I could really be involved in this industry until this opportunity fell into my lap. And I began working it at a time in my life that was perfect. It was what I wanted when I needed it. And it has filled my cup so many times. The people that I'm surrounded by positivity every day. The people I've met amazing people all over the US and Canada. And it is such an incredible network of people that change lives, people that have such a bright light that hopefully spread that light through such a negative world that we live in today. And if I can help at least just one person, then I have done my job. My heart is happy. It feels incredible, because for me personally, this epidemic of obesity that is in today's world is sickening to me. And especially now that I'm a mom, it is something that I want to do my best to help my daughter and any future kids that we have lead a great life, have respect for their bodies, know that they are strong and beautiful the way they are, that, you don't have to do anything drastic to achieve greatness, because no one's perfect. No one expects you to be perfect. They expect you to be real. And that's what we are as coaches. We're real people, real struggles, real life, real accomplishments. And we just want to share that with other people and put them on the right track to a great life, a fulfilling life, a healthy life, because we only have one body. So we have to treat this one right. And if we really have a true passion for this, then we're only going to want to share it with others to help them and keep the chain of momentum going along. So have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you again for joining. I can't wait to talk to all of you tomorrow or later this week, but let's connect and let's see if Beachbody coaching can fill a void in your life and truly be something remarkable.